Hello. So today I'm bringing back Chef Carol. She's making an appearance because I want to make apple pie from scratch. I'm gonna see if I can find some pie crust though, so that's the only thing that I'm not gonna make from scratch is the pie crust, because that's gonna take a while. I don't know about that, but I want to make some nice apple crumble. I love apple pie and I love nice crumble on the top, so I'm going to attempt to make my own apple crumble. I don't know if you watched my previous Chef Carol, Cooking with Carol episode, but I made chicken, crunchy, like it was like, I think it was like fried chicken, but I didn't deep fry it. I made potato skins. I also made some vegetables to go along with it, so I made a meal. Like I don't cook ever, but when I do, perfection. So I'm gonna go out, collect the ingredients. Today's Tuesday. Yeah, I'm gonna go out, collect the ingredients. I'm just thinking, is it gonna be busy in Sainsbury's? And see what I can do. I genuinely think this is gonna taste remarkable. So let's see. Currently on the search for a pie tray thing, a pie thing, something to hold the pie in. I'm lost. Do I do shopping stuff like this? Nope. So far I got the pastry roll and the butter. Now where do I find, oh, I mean, this will do, right? Now, what else should I be looking for? A bowl. Okay.
This is what happens when I ring my mum. She wants me to get her 4 of these. How am I going to carry this home? This is really heavy, but I've got lemons, nutmeg, cinnamon, cream, cornflower, apples. Yeah, your girl's got the works. So let me see how much this is gonna cost and make it home. Hopefully my bank account ain't shaking, but you know. Just so you know. Huh? Splash out on what? On? Big man talk. Okay. I've come down to Starbucks and surprisingly he's working. I thought he quit, honestly. I thought he didn't work here anymore. I don't know why. I thought he got another job. No. But my friend Aman over here, he's working today. I didn't think he was going to be working today. And it's raining outside. I don't want to wait by the bus stop while it's raining, so I might as well just keep him company while he's making some drink. I got all the ingredients, 33 pounds. Oh my god. But yeah, I'm just here waiting. What are those? What are those? What are those? Okay, so your girl's home now. So I bought 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. It's wet because it was raining outside and I had to carry this all the way home. It was very heavy. 18 sweet all butter pastry cases for my mum because, you know, she's going to be cooking. I don't know if you can see this, but this is the redness of me carrying the bag. It was that heavy. Just so you know. I bought Pink Lady and Granny Smith apples because Granny Smith are the most popular ones for pies and stuff because it's got a very tangy taste to it. So if you mix it in with like sweet and tangy, it just tastes nice. But I also got Pink Lady because it said if you mix them together, it's like you get a different kind of apple taste. Flour. This is plain flour, pre-sifted, so I don't have to do all that sifting work. This is perfect for pastries, batters and sauces. I had to ring up my mum because I couldn't even find the proper definition of all-purpose flour on Google. So I was like, Mum, is all-purpose flour plain flour? And she's like, yeah. And there's one thing I forgot, which I'm so annoyed and I'm really contemplating going down to the corner shop to get, is vanilla essence. Because I forgot it. we got the pastry roll, ready rolled short crust pastry sheet. This was £1. It was on offer. Today's my day because I ain't gonna be spending all this kind of money today, and I kind of like this because now I just love roll sheets, like puff pastry roll sheets, because it just makes me feel like I want to cook more. So I got 2 of those. I'm actually going to put those in the fridge quick. I bought a heavy gauge loose base flan tin, so it's got the perfect pie shape to it. Let me just take this out. Oh no, it's actually a flan tin, an actual flan tin. So that means it moves around, but it's fine. So it's an actual flan tin because you're supposed to maybe like tip it upside down or something, or so that you can get the cake out, you know, but it will have to do. It'll have to do, I guess. I got some butter, slightly salted Le Pat butter, because Le Pat butter tastes delightful. And then I got ground nutmeg and ground cinnamon. I do love a good cinnamon. And then I got myself a mixing bowl, which was on offer for £2.66, which I think is a bloody good deal. Corn flour, not really sure why. Oh, it says it thickens, don't really know. Fair trade light brown soft cane sugar, so brown sugar. Yes, brown sugar. I almost got scared it said salt. Brown sugar, that's for the crumble. Lemons for the apples, and extra thick cream, because I like my cream thick. Cool. Now where do I start? Okay, so I got my apples here. As you can see, I've actually got 4 of each, because on the recipe I'm following like 2 different recipes at the moment, so, and I'm trying to nitpick from each one just to kind of make it my own. My mum says to add apricot jam to it, which is kind of interesting, but I feel like it might make it overly sweet, but I'll definitely give it a try. But I'm gonna peel these first, then I'm going to cut them right here as equally as I can. I'm not gonna make them into chunks, I'm gonna make them into wedges, and I'm gonna put it straight into the pot. To be honest, I don't know if I'm a slow cook or not, but you have to kind of work quick with apples because they get brown quick. So if I was going to do this, I actually should fill up the pan with some water, the pot actually, with some water, so that the apples don't brown too quick. So I'm just gonna peel these first, and then we'll see next. Oh, I messed up already. Alright, we got all the apples here mixed up in the pan. So I need 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour, half a cup of granulated sugar, 1 tablespoon cornstarch, 2 tablespoons ground cinnamon, 1/4 tablespoon ground nutmeg, 8 cups or 7 to 8 medium apples, which is what I have over there, and 2 tablespoons lemon juice. I got actual lemons and I do have a spoon measurement, so that should work fine. But what I don't have is an actual like cups measurement. This is only in 100 milliliters, 2 fluid ounces, pints and liters. So I've wrote it down, I did the conversion, and I don't know if you'll be able to see it anyway, but anyways, I wrote it down, and it's 177 for 3/4 and 118 milliliters. So I'll have to fill it up. Well, if it's 100, there's the 100, This is what my dad said, so if it's wrong, it's on him. He said this is the milliliters, fluid ounces, and that's what I'm gonna fill it up to. To be honest, the amount of apples I have, I don't know if this is gonna be enough. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with what it says, which is half a cup of granulated sugar. Do you know what? There's no point in even. I'm just gonna pour it in. I have it in a Nescafe jar. I mean, that looks decent. That looks just about decent. So that's 118.2 milliliters. Yeah, because that's 150 in the middle there. It's 150 here. So it's just a little bit below that. So that, I'm gonna say that's that. So that's sugar. Done. And then 2 tablespoons all-purpose flour. So I got pre-sifted plain flour over here. And it said 2 tablespoons. I got my tablespoon measurement, so it said 2 tablespoons. 1. 2. It honestly doesn't look like a lot, but you know, we'll just go with it for now. 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. I asked my mum, she said that's the same as corn flour, so I bought some corn flour. There. 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. I do love me cinnamon. Do I have a teaspoon? I don't know, this is half a tablespoon, so I guess that's it, you know, I'm just guessing. If it's too much, then it'll taste too cinnamony. That's fine by me, honestly. That looks like a lot, so let's just do that. That looks like too much. Oh well, you know, if it's over cinnamony, then it's over cinnamony. And then nutmeg. I'm just going to do half of what I did here. Lemon juice. I'm just going to cut this in half and squeeze this into my little spoon that I have. So here I am, just squeezing it into a tablespoon spoon. I didn't want to get actual lemon juice because I feel like why when you can just use literal lemons. Probably this is why. I should have actually, you know, used like a juicer. Right, so I've just squeezed the entire lemon. The entirety of the lemon into the apples. I'm just going to use a wooden spoon to mix this all together. That smells super cinnamony. I think I might have put too much cinnamon inside of it. Ah! So that's what it looks like. Oh, it smells nice cinnamon. I love cinnamon. Love it. Drinks, food, everything. Love it. Like food is in desserts, but you know, I don't know if I've had it in actual like main meal foods. Now I'm just going to pour it in. I think that's what it says. Oh, I need to preheat the oven to 200 as well before I forget. 200 because we're going to bring it down to 190. Let me just mix in half first. I've decided to put it in the pot because I don't think I'll have anything big enough to mix it in, honestly. I don't have a bigger bowl. That's my only bowl. I just bought it today. It honestly looks like it's covered it all, but look how much I still got left. Loads. Just a bit at a time. Oh, delicious. Fantastic. Just give it a good stir. Put the lid on it and we're going to leave it at that for now. Now let's get on with the crumble. So it says for the topping 3/4 cup all-purpose flour, which is 177, so I'm going to do just about that into the Pyrex. Alright, it says almost 200, but I mean, yeah, it's okay. So I'm going to pour that in. Half a cup, this is now of the sugar, which is the light brown soft. Okay, that looks about right. Let's see what the recipe says. Half a cup packed light brown sugar in there. 1 tablespoon of ground cinnamon. Alright, so there's your cinnamon. Boop, into that. Half cup butter. Yeah, I think I've got enough. I did buy myself 1 whole thing, so let me just chop this into cubes. I've got the butter in here. And I'm just going to use my hands to mix this all together because I know this makes it better. I've never done this in my life before, so if I'm doing it incorrectly, I apologise. Okay, so that is going to fit just about. Eesh, I don't know if it's going to fit all of it actually, but you can only hope and try. If it doesn't fit, I'm just going to have to mold it to fit. Okay, scissors. Now I'm just going to squish it and bend it over right at the corner. She tick over here, let me cut it down a little. Okay, remember this is a first attempt. Fill her up. And then for the crumble, okay, finished product. Alright, you can try transfer it. Oh my god. Right, I'm gonna let it cool, and then it's, you know, it did get a little bit brown because at first, for the first 20 minutes, it was actually getting too brown, so we lowered it and then put foil on it. But it actually looks pretty decent. So I'm gonna let it cool and then I'm gonna cut into it. As you can see, it's kind of like, it's still bubbling down here, so I'm gonna let her simmer and let her get cool. You can hear it. Oh my god. It didn't come out in one piece, but it looks good. Oh, she'd tick. She'd tick as hell. That is good. Oh my god, that is so good. So that's what the inside looks like. Nice and like gooey and appley, and it's actually delish. So that's my apple crumble pie. That's actually delicious. Oh my god, I'm gonna let my parents taste it, but Chef Carol was back in the building. So if you want me to cook anything, I'll probably just end up cooking something completely random. I just felt like making apple crumble pie today. I'll probably make something else. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed.